Harvey is an American actor, comedian, entertainer, television and radio personality, and best-selling author. He is best known as the star of the WB sitcom The Steve Harvey Show and as one of the 4 comedians featured in the Spike Lee film The Original Kings of Comedy. Currently, he is the host of the nationally syndicated radio program The Steve Harvey Morning Show and the current host of the television game show Family Feud. Steve Harvey first performed stand-up comedy at the Hilarities Comedy Club in Cleveland, Ohio. He was a finalist in the 2nd annual Johnny Walker National Comedy Search in 1989, eventually leading to a long stint as host of his Showtime at the Apollo. His success as a stand-up comedian led to a starring role on the ABC show Me and the Boys in 1994. He would later star on the WB network show The Steve Harvey Show, which ran from 1996 to 2002. In 1997, Harvey continued his hard work as stand-up comedian, touring as one of the kings of comedy along with Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, and Bernie Mac. The comedy act would later be put together into a film by Spike Lee called The Original Kings of Comedy. DVD sales of The Original Kings of Comedy and Don't Trip, He Ain't Through With Me Yet increased Harvey's popularity. Harvey released a hip-hop and R&B audio CD on a record label he founded and authored a book, Steve Harvey's Big Time. That title was also used as the name of Harvey's comedy and variety show, later named Steve Harvey Big Time. I've decided to bring Steve Harvey to Atlanta because he's not only a philanthropist, entertainer, comedian, he's a very good person to work with. And also, the last time he came to Atlanta, he had 2 sellout crowds, which generated almost over $500,000. I think it would be a great opportunity to bring him back to Atlanta to achieve something just like he did a year ago. Center Stage Theater is an icon in the Atlanta music and performing arts community. An intimate venue where every seat is a winner with premier sound and lighting systems, a cozy lounge area, and prime location in the heart of Midtown, Center Stage Theater stands apart from the rest. The facility has a capacity of 1,300 seats, which will make it the ideal intimate setting that Mr. Harvey wants in his upcoming stand-up comedic performance. And here is the list of today's schedule. Mr. Harvey will be arriving in Atlanta, Georgia at 7:30 a.m. from Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. By 8:30 a.m., he should check in at the luxurious 12 Hotel, which is located on 17th Street in Atlanta, Georgia. At 9:45, we will have a brief meeting with Mr. Harvey to discuss today's agenda in his hotel room at the 12. By 10:45, we're going to depart from the 12 Hotel to go to the Green Room. By 11 a.m., we should arrive at the Green Room, which is located at 25 Benton Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia. From 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., we're going to have a meet and greet book signing session at the Green Room for Mr. Harvey's fans and to get their books of Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man signed. At 1:35 p.m., he'll be departing the Green Room to head to Center Stage for tonight's performance. By 2 p.m., Mr. Harvey should have arrived at Center Stage, which is located at 1374 West Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. From 2:30 p.m. to 4:45 p.m., Mr. Harvey will have rehearsal and sound check. Rehearsal ends and Mr. Harvey will be free until 6 p.m. From 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., Steve Harvey will have hair and makeup. At 7:10 p.m., Mr. Harvey will do his warm-up and proceed with putting on his wardrobe. At 7:55 p.m., that will be the 5-minute mark until showtime. At 8 p.m., the show will begin, and at 10:30 p.m., the curtains will close and Mr. Harvey will be able to relax until it's time to go back to his hotel room. At 11 p.m., Mr. Harvey will be leaving Center Stage to go back to his room at the 12 Hotel. At 11:15, he should have arrived at his hotel room. 7 a.m. the next day, Mr. Harvey will depart the 12 Hotel for the airport, and at 8 a.m. he should be departing Atlanta and heading back to his home in Dallas, Texas. Now, we're going to go into the writer's portion of the presentation. Now, as far as the green room, Mr. Harvey isn't a very needy person. He said he only wants 7 bottles of Fiji water, 100 headshots of himself for his fans that may not have his book or anything to get signed, 1 towel, and 2 bags of honey roasted peanuts. Now, as far as the center stage, he only wants 1 case of Fiji water, 1 box of Tylenol, 3 towels, a catering service from Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffle, which he wants an assorted meals, and he wants internet access, which shouldn't be a problem to get him at center stage. And now let's go to the budget for the upcoming Steve Harvey comedy stand-up. The expenses include the venue, which costs $7,000 to rent for a night, the crew that will handle all of the technical aspects of production, from videotaping to lights to audio, anything dealing with the technical aspect of production, which will be $12,000. And Mr. Harvey wants a live band to perform before he goes out, and as soon as he leaves off the stage, he wants them to play for $6,000. His travel accommodation is $3,000. His personal request items are a total of $1,200, giving us a total. And now let's go to the income expense for $29,200. Ticket sales are going to be divided up into 4 different areas as far as the facility. First, we have the 200 VIP tickets going for $125 a piece, creating revenue of $25,000. Then we have 200 bottom row seats for $95 going, which will create a revenue of $23,750. Then we have 325 regular seats going at $70 a piece, creating a revenue of $22,750. And then we have the back row seats, which is a capacity of 575, going for $55 a piece, creating a revenue of $31,625, giving us a total of $103,125. As far as the DVD sales, we have an expected sale of 375,000 copies at $10 a piece, generating a revenue of $3,350,000. The cost of goods for the DVDs are $4.50 per DVD, which is $1,687,500, creating an expected DVD revenue of $2,062,500. Now we're going to the risk management portion of the presentation. Now, one of the big issues that could come about during this production could be the traffic flow in the city. Atlanta is known for heavy traffic on the expressways as well as in the heart of the city. So in pre-production, what we did was have all the venues in close proximity to each other so that we can utilize the time to get it from one place to another. But if traffic does come about, like I said, everything is close, so it really wouldn't cut in too much into time. Now, speaking of time, in a lot of cases with concerts or comedy shows, anything with that's really big on time is running behind the time. And Mr. Harvey has a very tight schedule where really no slip-ups can occur. But one thing we did talk